I feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
Yeah, cry. Please, let it out. Because it's your fault. You did let everybody down. Every single person.
And if you want the real talk, step inside the huddle. What the fuck? Step inside the huddle where the real ones rumble. Melon Moolage on the mic, watch the whole field crumble. It's the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle.
I had to do a little different one because Troy doesn't like long intros. And, I had to condense it down just a little bit.
Man.
And then we got, just for the Josh Allen effect of it all. And for whatever reason, my computer is acting like a total dumbass right now. So if I'm moving a little slow, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. What's good, brother?
I'm good, man. T3.
No, fuck you. No. We're gonna nip that bullshit in the bud today.
Listen, you got me.
It's Josh Allen. Well, I'm not gonna say it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen gets more protection from the media than he does his own offensive line.
That's a great statement because shouldn't he be getting protection from his offensive line?
I said he gets better. I didn't say he doesn't.
He should be getting protection from his offensive line?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Do you think the media should be protecting him?
I don't know how to explain to me how the media is protected.
It's a funny thing that you should say that. Let's run some.
Play the clips.
You already know.
You know I got
You guys think Josh Allen is to blame for the loss though tonight, given the 4 turnovers that he had?
Can I go first? Non-refs matter. The refs did it. It's the refs' fault, right? In a football game, it's going to be bad plays and good plays. It's a matter of who's going to keep shooting, right? Josh could have had turnovers and stopped shooting. He kept shooting and he made the right shots. And then when we get to this point where we need the refs to do the right thing, they don't do it. They could have easily went down there, made that catch, man, ran the ball 3 times, kicked the field goal, and win the game. And now we don't have that. So I'm going to blame the refs for that. There's going to be turnovers in games, right? He won the first turnover. And then and I look at the teams. First of all, if we want to do some real blaming, we can blame a lot of people, GMs included. Like, you got me going to war with a 9mm.
Now, all of that would be fine. And I love calling out the hypocrisy in people because that's just what I do. It's the petty in me. That would be fine if that same person didn't say this shit.
Justin Herbert's overpraised. You don't got to call him overrated, but he's for sure overpraised. We praise him as though he's won anything of significance. He hasn't. And the fact of the matter is, do the Chargers have excuses? Absolutely. Both tackles out. Offensive line maligned. Omarion Hampton missed several games. Quentin Johnson went out with an injury. They have excuses. So do the Patriots. They have excuses. So do the Niners. They have excuses. So does everybody else.
They told me I was tripping. I was hanging. Shay don't know what he's talking about. He didn't watch the Jags. I do watch the Jags. And I'll be right. I said they need to go through the running game. You know why? Because they quarterback that they overhyped. They said he was generational. They took him #1 pick overall. And when you watch him on the biggest stage, what he look like? Because for real, them boys dropped a lot of picks today. He should have had like 3 extra picks. Am I lying?
No, but you're a hypocrite. Because if you're going to say that about Trevor Lawrence, then you should say the exact same thing about Josh Allen. It's the problem with media is that when you like somebody, you're going to sit there and no. It's not. It was not 2 different situations. Josh Allen has done nothing. What has Josh Allen done?
Not true.
What has Josh Allen done? Please tell me. Inform me on what Josh Allen has done.
What has Josh Allen done?
Yes, please. Enlighten
Gotten his team to the playoffs every year except for his first year.
Okay. So what does that mean?
They've had a winning record for 7 years under Josh Allen.
Okay. Again, I'm still waiting for.
What has he done? He's made it to the playoffs. Made it to the 3rd round twice.
He made it to the
lost.
playoffs, or his team made it to the playoffs.
He made it to the playoffs.
No,
He's
no,
a big reason why his team made it to the playoffs.
I'm gonna
Big reason why
let
his
him
team
walk
made
with
it
this
to the
whole
playoffs.
team.
Let's not do it. We could look at the stats right here.
I'm not.
Consistently throwing 30 touchdowns,
Essentially
and
throwing
then
over 10 interceptions.
that's fine. Throw 10
It's
interceptions.
really not, but okay.
Go 37 and 10. That's not bad.
It's really not.
You do realize they were talking about the playoffs, right?
I'm in the playoffs. If you want to talk about the playoffs, he's had one playoff year where he threw 3 touchdowns, and this year he threw 2.
Okay. How many turnovers has he had during his playoff career?
During his playoff, fumbles included, I don't know. I'm not looking. I don't know. Can I see fumbles?
25. I'll tell you right now.
He actually had more turnovers this past game than Jalen Hurts has had his whole playoff career, by the way. Y'all can keep going.
I'll tell you. I'll let you know. But we don't. But we don't. See, the thing about it is,
Jalen Hurts over his whole career. That's fine.
we said
Josh
Mel.
Josh Allen isn't Jalen
What
Hurts.
has my team's quarterback done? Well,
nothing. They got a different quarterback every year. They can't. That's why they talk about everybody else.
Quarterback, though.
But this is what happens when people get to talking. It's like, I got fake numbers. Do I?
Why y'all allergic?
Get him T3. I'm just here to instigate.
No. You got your computer up right now. You looking at Josh Allen. Total up how many fumbles and interceptions Josh Allen has in his playoff career.
Why are people so reluctant on blaming Josh Allen for the games that he actually?
They don't. This is the purpose of the show. Is that everybody makes excuses for him, but no one else.
I don't think that's true though.
I mean, it's 100%. I just showed.
I don't think that's true that everyone makes excuses for him. I mean, Lamar has got a bunch of excuses over the last couple of years of being injured.
I'm not making
players being injured and losing players here and losing players there. Joe Burrow gets a bunch of excuses of being injured, no O-line. He's one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league. You know, but what I'm saying is, it's not just him, it's all these other guys get the same thing. So I don't understand when you're saying he's the most protected, because Lamar Jackson is being protected too, is he not?
No, he is not.
By who? The big media or by fans? I'm always talking about from the fans' point of view.
We're not talking about fans.
Well, I'm a fan, so I got to talk from that point.
No, we are talking about media. I didn't show
big
you
media. Big media is always going to push. But see, this is my thing. Big media is always going to push narratives. And that's what they get paid to do. 100%. But that's what they get paid to do.
So then
but everybody in this conversation that I named has had excuses along the way.
I don't care about the fans' point because we're not talking about fans.
That's fine. Every quarterback that I have named has had excuses along the way.
No one. What excuses are they giving Lamar Jackson?
Lamar, his offensive line was hurt 1 year. He got hurt 1 year. Yes, he did.
No one said that. No one said that.
I just don't take time to go look up clips like you do.
Right here, this is perfect.
Okay.
Throw it. It's too late. Lamar Jackson's making $55 million a year. That ball needs to be on time, and it was not accurate. Mark Andrews needs to catch it. Don't get me wrong. But Lamar Jackson's making $55 million a year. He double clutched it and threw it like a dart. And now there's Mark Andrews where it's cold. He's worried about getting in the end zone. Well, this play's open. I understand the Henry concept, but this was the perfect play call. So we can't get mad at Todd Monken. And what I'm saying is that Mark Andrews in the meeting today in Baltimore is going to get a negative grade for the drop. But also in Lamar Jackson's meeting with his quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator, he's going to get a negative grade for this throw. He is. It was late. He didn't throw it with the same authority he usually throws it. And then he threw it behind him. He made it as hard as it possibly could be for a wide open touchdown. And again, I'm not giving Mark Andrews no free pass.
Putting it on the numbers is hard. Is a hard catch.
He put the ball in between the 8 and the 9.
Right on the numbers.
I 100 understand that quarterbacks get scrutinized more in certain situations and less in certain situations, but I've seen my fair share of Lamar getting scrutinized. Might not be as much as Josh Allen, but they do scrutinize him. There's one guy that's saying he needs to make a better throw, but that's the same narrative
of clips of.
But that's the same narrative.
I just think that Josh can do more, and I think he's better at playing the game.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
I'm a big advocate for that because I think that you do need some superstars around you. But he's showing me the A, man. He's showing me the A, man. You don't need it.
Stop.
Showing me the A, man. You don't need it.
What do you mean by that?
Showing me the A, man. You don't need it. Showing me the A, man. You don't need it.
3 days later.
Yeah.
But when you watch the Bills, I don't really see that. I see a guy, Josh Allen, who's probably playing the best football than anybody in football right now, but he needs help. I need a superstar wide receiver when guys can't get open.
Man, that's crazy, man. I was making a point there, bro. You just gonna play the video with me making a point? It's crazy, bro. Hashtag you don't want me, bro. I don't even know what point I was making. I'm done. Go ahead, man.
How could you say one hand that he needs superstar wide receivers, but you criticize Jalen Hurts for having AJ Brown and Devontae Smith? That's weird to me. That's weird work. How can you say? Go ahead.
How is it that it's more Lamar's fault on that throw when and Mark Jackson is probably going to get, or Mark Andrews is going to get a negative grade. But how is it more on Lamar when Mark Andrews fumbled twice that game? And so, like, this is what when I tell y'all people don't watch football games, this is exactly what I mean.
They really don't. And hold on to that. They don't watch football games because I'm gonna get to that in a minute when we get to the college football shit. But the problem we're having is everybody put Josh Allen on the Eagles. No, because Josh Allen is on the Bills. We don't know. He's on the Bills. And you know what? Like, the fact that Josh didn't play enough. Oh,
sorry.
Don't worry. I'm going to break this bullshit down. Because, okay, everybody wants to sit there and talk about, oh, it was pass interference. I mean, not pass interference. It wasn't an interception on the fucking play.
It was an underthrow.
Thank you, Mullins. Because Mullins watches the fucking games. Let's get to that right now. Let's get to the bullshit because I'm upset with it. They're gonna say that was a 10-point swing in 11 seconds. 11 seconds. Y'all lost by 3.
Who taught him to carry the ball like that?
Huh?
Who taught him to carry the ball like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what MVP quarterbacks do. They carry the ball like it's a doll and they just run with it wildly and fumble the ball.
Yeah. Then to make it worse, let's get to the first possession of the second half. On the next possession,
recovers of his own. You got to be able to.
Now you know how they love to talk about how Josh Allen got this great arm talent. They love Mullins. Where would you throw that? Where would you throw that ball if you was a quarterback?
Go over the top. We know we're supposed to go over the top.
Mm-hmm. Over the top.
We see good quarterbacks underthrow balls all the time.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
And he is
MVPs though. People who are supposed to be the best quarterback in the league though.
Right. Now this is the worst one because they said that this wasn't an interception. Well, fuck the interception part. Look how much grass is between Brandon Cooks and where he's supposed to throw the ball. My bad. This is the missed throw to Dawson Knox. This is a bad throw. Good quarterbacks make this fucking throw. You know who don't make this throw? Shitty quarterbacks like Josh Allen.
down the middle of the field and it's over.
They do miss it. They do underthrow.
He doesn't miss 2. You keep saying 9 times out of 10. We passed that.
Not when you're supposed to be the best quarterback in the league, like everybody keeps saying.
I don't understand. The best quarterbacks in the league have bad games too.
That's it. No. See, you're making excuses. And
It's just how it happened.
Look how much grass, how much opportunity you have to throw this ball for a touchdown. And you underthrow it. And they say he's got the best arm talent in the league. Look at this
Field and the
bruh, just throw it to the sidelines and let Brandon Cooks run under. Very easy.
It's Brandon Cooks, of all people, let him just.
Of all people, Brandon Cooks. Probably the fastest dude you got.
I got you guys with the comments. I was waiting for Mel to get through his video.
Yeah, no, I'm done with that because you can see the bullshit right there.
So
He got drilled. Don't make excuses. Offensive line didn't block, bruh. Are you serious right now?
he has the #1 O-line in the league. Next.
Literally hit the guy in his hands. No, he did not. Bro, y'all got it. This is what I'm saying. I'm so glad y'all are in the comments doing this
But even then,
because
if you hit him in the hands, that doesn't mean that it was a good pass. It means the
exactly.
receiver.
But according to your motto move, it hit him in the hands, he got to catch it.
I never said
It was a bad
Good
pass.
pass, bad pass, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're trying
You
to
said if it hit you in
to
your
something
hands, you got to
else.
catch it.
This is true, Troy. You're trying to equate my logic to something else. I never said
No.
that he shouldn't have dropped the ball. He should have dropped the fucking ball. No, I said the receiver went back to make a play. That does not mean that the pass was good. Period. Like I said, bad pass, good pass, errant pass. Catch the fucking ball if it touches your hands. It touches hands. Guess what? He didn't catch the ball. That's partly on him. But we're not going to ignore the fact that he got underthrown in the first place.
Yeah, it was still an underthrow. I don't care about any of that. It was an underthrown ball. A quarterback puts that you're supposed to lead the receiver to the sideline. He did not do that. On both interceptions were underthrows. But no one talks about it.
Yeah, he's out there freaking T-Rex arm and throws and shit, but everybody want to sit up there and blame everybody else except Josh Allen. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Josh Allen has no fault in it, but as crazy as y'all be going on, I don't think he deserves it.
Right? This was 2 weeks ago.
But it's his fault.
No. This was 2 weeks ago against the Eagles. No one talked about this one.
Where's that? We don't see it. Hold on.
I told you. My computer moved
Allen looking to throw. Pressure throws. Incomplete.
Out had him open by 3 or 4 yards and just tugged it left. Oh, he's got to put it on his body.
That's Tom Brady saying
Is caught. No, it's looking to throw.
stop it.
I don't know what Mel trying to do right now. What you trying to do?
Nah, it's my computer is tripping. It's bugging out. But that's Tom Brady. The man was open by 3 yards. If Lamar does anything, it's always his fault. I just showed you a video about that. Mark Andrews, he did not underthrow Mark Andrews. He put the ball in his
underthrow
chest.
somebody and he put it in his chest. First of all, you can't underthrow anybody on an out route. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Because if you underthrew him on an out route, that would mean that the ball would be behind Mark Andrews and not directly in the middle of his damn chest. That would mean Mark Andrews had to legitimately stop or lean back to try to catch the ball and not just try to cradle the ball and fall into the end zone like he tried to do and ended up dropping the fucking ball in the first damn place. Stop playing with me like y'all actually watch the game of football, because y'all don't.
Yeah, like we sit here and we make excuses for everyone else. No, I'm not gonna say for everyone else, but this is strictly on Josh Allen. It's never Josh Allen's fault. It's never. Think about it. They even tried to blame Keon Coleman, who had nothing to do with this. No, mind you, Keon Coleman scored a touchdown in the game.
What Keon do besides be there?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is all he's doing is showing up.
My problem with it is that y'all say Josh Allen is trash and he not trash. I don't like him. Y'all don't think he's the best quarterback in the league. That's fine. I'm all for that. Go for it. But to say the man is trash is diabolical. The man ain't trash. Who has more rushing touchdowns, Lamar or Josh Allen?
I literally said he's overrated. I just said he's not a. What are we talking about?
He's a top 5 quarterback. I didn't say.
I said he's not a top 5 quarterback.
Say not the best quarterback in the league is what the comment that I heard.
He's not the best quarterback in the league. He's not the best quarterback in the league. Just because I don't think he's the best quarterback, that doesn't mean I think he's trash or ass or anything.
No, like but that's what y'all was saying though. That's what I'm saying.
I said the throw was trash.
Listen, today you're saying something different, but just like he's trash, he trash.
You know
It's
what?
coming out y'all mouth. He
Well,
trash. Josh Allen trash. That was coming out y'all mouth. That's what y'all was saying.
Well, then fuck it then. He's fucking trash. I'll say it then. I'll say it just to appease you right now. Fuck him. He's trash.
He's not trash. That's not to appease me. That's what y'all said. He trash.
So
That's
then
what y'all
tell me
said.
what he's done to not be trash.
Exactly. When you play like trash, you deserve to get called trash. You know?
Out of everybody,
I just gave you
out of 6
video
quarterbacks I'm looking at,
support myself.
he has the best record behind Patrick Mahomes.
What has that gotten him?
That's got him playoffs. That's got his team to the playoffs. Yeah, he has
Lamar
one.
Jackson's
Okay, let's say, hey, he hasn't got the job done. I'll give you that. But to say the man is trash is crazy.
Well, when you play like trash, you deserve to get called trash.
No, if he had a bad game, he had a bad game. I'm all.
But you had a trash game. You deserve to get called trash for having a trash game. I'm confused.
It's not him being trash and him having a bad game is two different things in my book.
Well, if you had
multiple
trash games, then I'm gonna call you trash.
But we could point out 99% of quarterbacks. We could point out multiple games where they play bad.
Yeah, but those quarterbacks get called. Those quarterbacks get called out for theirs.
100%.
Basis like Josh Allen.
And Josh Allen gets called out for his on a consistent basis.
No, they do not.
Right here on Ish, the best motherfucking football show on YouTube. What are we talking about?
Other than Ish, because they ain't said not a damn thing bad about Josh Allen all week. First take, get up.
But that's the narrative. I get y'all. That's the narrative. Y'all want to push back against the narrative. But now y'all talking to me. And I just don't. I'm not with Josh Allen trash. What I'm looking at, there's no way we can say this man is trash. He's not the best quarterback in the league. That's fine. I'm fine with that. That's Patrick Mahomes. You feel me? But y'all don't even like Patrick. You feel me? Well, I don't know you move, but man,
I'm gonna get on Patrick Mahomes in a minute.
But the guy is, since he's coming to the league, besides his first season, he's gotten his team into the playoffs. Yes, they cannot get it done, but there's a lot of variables that go into it. That's not an excuse. It's just a fact. You feel me?
But if they say Lamar Jackson,
he is 220 in touchdowns with 94 interceptions. That's a high interceptions. I get you. I'm not happy about that. But if you add the 79 rushing touchdowns, all that tells me is this nigga, he got to do something. He up with his team in more than one way.
But then why do they say so?
Almost 100. This nigga is 21 away from 100 rushing touchdown as a quarterback. When we have a rushing quarterback here that only has 35 touchdowns, I can't call a man like that trash.
So then why don't they do the same thing for Jalen Hurts then?
What do you mean?
You talk about the rushing touchdowns and all the stuff. Why don't
Jalen Hurts too? He has 63.
No, why does no one count that in for Jalen Hurts then? Why do they say
I'm counting it?
No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about media.
I'm speaking for myself though. That's why I said if y'all want to push back against media, I get y'all. But to say he's trash,
having
is where I differ.
General conversation. You cannot personalize it. It's not how that works.
It's not. If I'm talking. It is going to be personalized because it's how I feel about it.
We're talking 100%. About a general top. No, this is a general.
It's how I feel about it.
This is a general conversation,
and I'm giving my opinion on it.
No, your personal opinion is one thing, but in general, are people giving Jalen Hurts the same praise they give Josh Allen for the same things that you just said?
Yes, I see a lot of people giving Josh Allen praise.
I said Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Sorry, Jalen Hurts praise. Yeah.
They literally, bro, there's literally pages.
Yeah, and there's literally pages giving him love too.
No, there is not.
Yeah. I don't know where you looking.
Philly fans actually don't even like Jalen Hurts.
I don't know where you looking.
And on top of that, there's a whole narrative out right now that the reason why they don't have an offensive coordinator is because nobody wants to come work with Jalen Hurts. And
Cam Newton literally had the whole beef with Gilly. It started about who was the game changer and who was not.
100%.
And he literally called Josh Allen a game changer and Jalen Hurts is not. When Jalen Hurts has done more than Josh Allen.
More by winning the Super Bowl?
Yeah. He's been to more Super Bowls.
It's like to two of them before Josh has even slipped him.
I could concede to the Super Bowls, but stat wise,
excuse me,
what he has done in his career wise,
That's all we can talk about, right?
Go. I want you to go do something for me real quick. Go look at Josh Allen's MVP year, and then go look at Jalen Hurts' best year.
You said Jalen Hurts last year?
His best year. And go look at Josh Allen's MVP year and tell me what the difference is.
Give me a second. Yes.
We're
So
not
is
talking
Lamar.
about We're not talking about Cam Newton though.
You mentioned his name, so you know when you mention somebody's
We're not,
name.
but we're not talking about him as a quarterback. We're talking about what he said as an analyst.
But once you mention his name.
No, but we're talking about him as an analyst.
But I understand, but Mel, you know how this works, man.
No,
All right, give me a second. Let me do
I'm mad.
it.
I'm fucking mad now because I was in the comments for the longest time. I was in the comments for the longest time. I was trying to stay out. I was trying to stay in the comments and stay off the live. But Troy, bruh, stop it. Stop it. I'm tired of y'all defending this dude.
I'm not defending.
I'm tired of y'all defending this dude. Y'all have been defending for the past 4 or 5 years now.
Don't say y'all. I haven't defending shit. I just got here.
Never his fault. When every other time it's always the quarterback's fault. The fact of the matter is, when the game came down to the wire and he needed to perform,
you said he didn't. You said Jalen Hurts. What year, Moonlich? I'm sorry.
All season, your QBR rating was 64. You were 7th best in the league. Last week you put up a 48, which is an even league average.
And you turned the ball over, bro.
Like trash.
I did not say he did not play like trash. Or you getting up here saying all this shit that's not matter? Because I did not say he did not play like trash. I said to call the man trash is diabolical. That's what Troy said.
But you're not putting blame.
I did not. I did put blame on him. I did. I give. That's bullshit. You might not have been listening. But when Moo and Mel was pointing out the interceptions, and Mel said, "Hey, Moo, where's this ball supposed to be thrown?" I said, "You put it in front of him." That's me putting blame on Josh Allen for not making the throw. So don't sit here and say I'm not putting blame on him. I'm not putting the blame that y'all want to hear on him, and that's y'all business.
Yes,
not mine.
You need to put the blame.
That's y'all business, not mine. I'm trying to do what Mulich asked me.
You need to though. You really do, because he played like trash.
And he's been playing like.
I agree. He played like trash, but he's not a trash quarterback. And
he's been playing bad.
I didn't say he was trash. I said he played like trash.
That's the point. I'm not. Go ahead, man. What was you saying now?
No, I said he's been playing bad for the past 6 or 7 weeks. And this is what, the problem is people, this is why Mulich has the channel, You Don't Know Sports. And we say you have to watch the games in order for you to understand the game. You can't watch clips and you can't look at box scores. You can't do it. You got to watch the game. Like when they were down 22 points to the Bengals, everybody, you're going to look at the end of this. You're going to look at the end and be like, oh, well, Josh Allen had 4 touchdowns. He did this, that, and the third. Totally glossing over the fact they were down by 22. Joe Burrow threw 2 horrendous interceptions that got them back into the game on back-to-back drives. And then the defense just completely fell apart for the Bengals. But for that, Josh Allen did absolutely nothing for 3.5 quarters. Nothing.
I love how Josh Allen gets all the credit, but we're gonna sit here and act like James Cook is the best running back in the league. 2 years ago.
What season is Jalen Hurts' best season? Is it when they went 14-1?
14-1.
When they went 14-1, he went 22-6. With I want to see his rushing touchdowns, but for some reason this shit don't have it.
But the thing about this, we just have to understand this. Josh Allen, to this point, if you're going to criticize Lamar for not getting it done in the playoffs, then you have to have the exact same energy for Josh Allen. And they didn't. I don't understand what exactly cricket is. Why
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? He's talking about why did Lamar go? They have the same exact amount of AFC Championship appearances.
I don't understand. What does he mean? What are we talking about?
I think he's talking to outcomes.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out because I got answers for everything. Like Josh Allen,
some of them answers to the Raiders.
Like Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Like Joe Burrow is even worse because he don't even make the playoffs. And you was mute. I couldn't hear you.
You're still mute. Well, you're not coming through.
You're not coming through. I can hear you.
Because he ate that one Super Bowl.
You was talking into the mic, but nobody heard you. DJ. He's just staring into the mic right now.
Unless he wasn't talking to us.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I was like, it's crazy because Joe Burrow did make a Super Bowl though, unlike Josh Allen or Lamar.
Yeah, but he's living off of that. But the Bengals only made the playoffs twice.
He for sure is living off of that. I'm not disagreeing there.
Joe healthy. Stop it.
Stop that right now.
If you gotta say Joe healthy is the best QB, that's a problem because the best ability is what?
Availability. Hello.
Yeah, and he's never healthy.
Never.
Like, and we got proof positive. It's funny how they said put Josh Allen in Philadelphia just to see, because you think Josh Allen would do better in Philadelphia. But we saw Joe Flacco in Cincinnati, and we saw what Joe Flacco did with the exact same team. He was putting up the exact same numbers as Joe Burrow.
Keep them niggas where they are. Why y'all trying to always put people on the no? Stop trying to put Josh Allen on the Eagles and when you put him on the Eagles, that shit don't matter. He has a good team.
He got a good team now.
Let's not sit up here and act like I said, they don't have one of the best, if not the best running back in the motherfucking league. Let's not sit up here and act like they don't have two of the best tight ends in the motherfucking league. Let's not sit up here and act like they don't, even though they sort of sit up there and shit on him. Like they didn't purposely pick Keon Coleman as a replacement.
Joe gonna have you. Y'all been saying that for 3 years. They've been saying Joe Burrow gonna do this, Joe Burrow gonna do that. He ain't gonna do shit because he hasn't done shit.
Same with Joe Burrow. Defense, and he's gonna get him a whole line, and he's gonna. He got two of the best receivers in the damn league, bro.
Bruh, Joe Burrow is the perfect example that all those passing yards don't mean shit.
Don't mean nothing.
Literally.
It's not about the yards. It's what can you do? What is the result? I don't care if you throw for 4,000 yards and your team go 8-8. I don't care about that. Or then you complain about a dude who threw for 2,800 yards and his team went 14-3, and you're like, oh, well, he didn't throw for 3,000 yards, but his team won 14 games.
They did it for 6 years with Derek Carr.
Hey,
Bruh,
Mel,
the
why
fact
didn't you show
is,
none of Nick Wright going off on Josh Allen?
Say it again.
Why didn't you show none of Nick Wright going off on Josh Allen? You just showed the guys taking up on Josh Allen.
What do you mean? I would say that. Why didn't I show Nick Wright doing what?
Going off on Josh Allen, saying it was his fault that the Bills lost.
Because I'm doing that.
I'm just saying, you said nobody was doing it. I'm looking it up and I'm finding people that doing it.
Mel, Moo, I want to ask y'all a question, right?
That is not what I said. What did you now? You just completely went backwards on what I said.
Hold on. Mel and Moo, let me ask y'all a question, right?
Back to your original point that nobody's blaming him for.
Just real quick. Just real quick. I want to ask y'all a question. Troy, you can chime in too, if you want to. Did we not see Dak Prescott put up over 30 points and still lose a playoff football game?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because when he needed to put up points and put pressure on the opposing team, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And everybody sat there and blamed Dak Prescott over and over again, right? As they should have.
That's what they should do.
This is what we're talking about when we say Josh Allen is the most protected player in sports today. Like, I'm not understanding why people don't understand that sentiment. It's crazy. You could understand why you dog Dak Prescott, but you can't understand why we're dogging Josh Allen right now. Like, it's crazy to me that people don't understand this concept. Whenever the Bills are winning, Y'all want him to Josh Allen, he's this, that. Even when he throws 2 picks in the first half and throws 4 and 5 touchdowns in the second half and they win the game. Josh Allen played phenomenal. This, and that. But you disregard a whole half of football. It was Josh Allen's not the best player on the damn planet. We're gonna stop that bullshit right now.
I ain't gotta do nothing today. T3 doing my job.
So if he's the best player on the planet, then what is Bo Nix?
That's what people say. They say he's the best player on the planet, the best quarterback on the
Bo
planet.
Nix just beat the best player on the planet, right?
In my comments right now.
Nah, he just beat the Bills.
The best player on the planet turns the ball over 4 times?
Never Josh Allen's fault. Ever.
I'm not with the train. Look, I know y'all need a villain, and Troy's glad to be there. I'm not with the train of he's never his fault. I'm just not with the previous conversations that I've been up here. This is not my first time having him in the back. You feel me? It's not my first time. And he was getting called all types of, names, and I just don't feel like that's
overrated quarterback in the NFL. Period. How can you be the second best quarterback? Say what?
Said I don't know. I think that might be Shador.
It can't be Shador because everybody thought Shador was going to be trash. He can't be the most overrated. Majority of people thought he wasn't even going to matter this season and he shouldn't have even got drafted. That's not what overrated means.
Might be overhyped. You're right. Might be DJ. You're right. That's my fault. That's me trolling. That's fine.
Now, again, overrated Josh Allen. He's overrated. Like,
so he's overrated because people consider him what, top 5, I think, quarterback in the league.
Yes.
Considered him the greatest thing since sliced bread.
So where do you? I don't agree with that, man. I think he's the best thing, and I don't have him as the best. I don't even know if I have him top 3, but to me, he is top 5 in the league, maybe top 10.
That I'm in conversations with. Like, this is
if you want to put him top 10, I don't give a fuck about that. But
I don't give a fuck about that either.
Say he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
No, I don't agree with that, and I've never said that. But if I have, I'm trolling.
But I said you're making it about you, and I'm talking about what the general consensus.
Yeah, but I can only speak from my point of view.
But
that's all.
No, you have no. We're
Josh Allen is 3-0 against your top 5 QB this season. He's also 0-3 against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, but yet here we are.
Thank you. I was gonna say win because playoffs and regular season matter, T3. Because if you want to sit up here and say that, sure, it can be during the regular season. What is he doing during the playoffs when it matters?
He also has never beaten the Texans in a playoff game either.
0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. He's 2-0 against Lamar Jackson, and he's 0-1 versus Joe Burrow.
0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. Okay.
No, the best person on the planet is who he's 0-4 against.
Oh, I'm just talking to the fans. T3, right? Okay. In the regular season, right?
Josh Allen is 5. So when does it matter?
What about the AFC championships? What about the
He ain't beat him in the playoffs.
5-1.
When it counts, he hasn't beat him.
But what T3 is doing is the exact. This is what I say about fans and the media is exactly what he's doing.
T3. I said he's 2-0. That means he has 2 wins and 0 losses against Lamar Jackson. Come on, keep up, T3. You're supposed to be on my side.
No, he's emotionally typing right now. He probably got that on speech to talk because he can't type that fucking fast.
He got ChatGPT typing for him.
I did I not say Mahomes? He wasn't. He hasn't beat Mahomes in the playoffs.
That's what Josh Allen said. They were like, "Where you going, Mahomes?" Because he lost again in the playoffs because he sucks.
Nobody is sitting here saying Lamar Jackson. I don't even understand.
Yeah, but the thing about but that's the point. My whole point of this is if you're going to criticize Lamar and say that Lamar fails in the playoffs, I'm okay with that.
Then I'm with you. You would have to say the same.
You have to have the same energy for Josh.
But that's
literally our whole point. literally our whole point. If we're gonna say this about Lamar, if we're gonna say this about Justin Herbert, we're gonna say this about Joe Burrow, if we're gonna say this about all of these quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts,
Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert might be the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. All of y'all know where I stand with Justin Herbert. All of y'all do.
Yeah, but look, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, all of these guys, we say the same thing. You got to produce in the playoffs. You have to. We keep saying it. We say it. But Josh Allen, for whatever reason, he gets put to the side when we have that conversation. And that's not fair because we are holding everybody else to a standard except Josh Allen.
To the same exact standard, but nobody wants to hold Josh Allen to that standard. That's why we are on Josh Allen's head so much to show everybody he's doing the same exact shit. He ain't accomplished nothing that Patrick Mahomes has accomplished.
My bad move. My bad move. I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was gonna say nobody is because he's commenting in the comments. I'm like, nobody is saying anything about Lamar Jackson compared to Josh Allen. We are talking about Josh Allen compared to his peers when his peers fail. When his peers fail and they put up numbers, you still blame Lamar Jackson. You still blame Trevor Lawrence. You still blame Justin Herbert. When it comes to Josh Allen, nobody wants to blame Josh Allen.
Nope. They talked about CJ Stroud like a dog.
I can't fight y'all here because I'm gonna blame him because I blame everybody, but I'm gonna fight y'all on saying he traded.
They said, "Oh, you can't turn the ball over 4 times as the quarterback."
No, you can't.
Talking about CJ Stroud, but they did not say that about Josh Allen, who turned the ball over 4 times.
Well, I heard people say it, and that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. Majority of media probably wasn't saying it, but I have seen clips from guys saying as a top quarterback, you can't do that in a playoff game, especially because I think where I think we're missing Josh Allen is taking a lot of scrutiny, especially this year because of what you guys said a couple of weeks ago. Lamar's not there. Patrick's not there. This is your chance to get it done, and he then did not get it done. So I think everybody's scrutinizing him in that light. Like, bro, we can understand you running into Patrick. We can understand you running into Patrick, but now you don't got no Patrick. You should run through everybody because you're supposed to be that good, and he doesn't. So you have to give him blame there 100%. But I did hear people saying
it's not
being a top quarterback, he can't put his team in that predicament with those 4 turnovers. But
this is not an absolute. I'm talking about the majority. That's what I keep saying. It's not an absolute. It's a majority thing. The majority of people are not criticizing him. They're making excuses. But I keep saying, like, it's a majority thing. We're talking about the majority.
I'm always going to talk about it from the other end too, man. I get what you're saying with the majority, but there are still a portion of people that's out there scrutinizing. Yeah, they might not rule the conversation right now because the narrative is being pushed a different way, and I understand why you guys are having this conversation. But I'm still going to talk about it from that point because from what I've seen, I haven't seen much of with the videos of that you're showing me here today. But I did see a couple of videos of people going after Josh Allen because of Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and him not being in the playoffs and him still not being able to get it done. So even though majority might rule it, there are a good portion of people out here that are giving him what you are giving him. I know you're saying that you want everybody else to turn over the lead and just give him what they're giving everybody else.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is, if Lamar Jackson loses in the playoffs like he has, the majority of people kick him in the ass, as they should.
He's black.
As they should. But the majority of people are not criticizing and kicking Josh Allen in his ass for losing in the playoffs. That's what this is.
And like, bro, I want y'all to understand. Drake May,
NFL coach, what?
Drake May, Bo Nix got hurt, but
NFL coach and player
and Sam Darnold. Drake May, Bo Nix, and Sam Darnold are all the quarterbacks left besides Matthew Stafford. Do y'all understand that? It's Drake May, Bo Nix, and Sam Darnold.
Josh Allen is not the top 3 pick, for MVP this year.
And he shouldn't be.
Like
Matthew Stafford, Bo Nix, and Drake May should be the 3.
That's what we said. Yes, if you want to go back and forth between whether it was a catch or an interception, that's fine. But you do have to
That
admit,
was and put like this, and then we'll stop it with this because we gotta tighten up the show.
As of right now, Josh Allen is number one in finalists MVP.
For MVP. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Am I reading this right? January 22nd, 2026 at 9:02 a.m. MVP finalists Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Christian McCaffrey, and Matthew Stafford finishing out.
That is if that's the order, that's ridiculous.
That is the order.
And
I did say, I believe I did say Josh gets it.
The interception.
I said Drake May. I think Drake May.
People think you have to survive the ground. If Brandon Cooks, if nobody was around Brandon Cooks and he did exactly what happened and the ball just popped out of his hand, it wasn't a catch. Like, I don't understand why people don't understand what surviving the ground means. You have to survive the ground. So you have to maintain possession when you hit the ground. He never maintained possession when he hit the ground. You know who maintained possession when he hit the ground? The goddamn cornerback. That's why it was an interception.
He wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place had the quarterback put the ball where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there with that because they don't still think it was a good throw, but it wasn't.
Because at the end of the day, go watch the film and tell me, not even as a football player, as a fan, a football fan looking at that throw, that was a perfect ball to Brandon Cooks in order for him to score or catch it cleanly. Please tell me. Sit up here and lie to me. I want you to. I want you to sit up here and lie to me. Because there's no way you're going to sit up here and tell me that was a perfect ball for Brandon Cooks to run up under, catch, and score. Or just run up under a catch. I don't care if you're a fan or not. You have to be able to keep it real about your quarterback.
No, knees and elbows don't matter. This is y'all don't read the fucking rule book. It literally says you have to survive the fall. You have to, regardless if knees, elbows.
It's the Des Bryant all over again.
You have to.
The only difference is the guy took it out of his hand.
It's actually the Calvin Johnson rule.
Well, no, I didn't say Des Bryant rule. I said it's the Des Bryant all over.
It's the Des Bryant situation.
Yeah, all over again. He did not control it through the ground, and there was a big debate whether he did too, and he just didn't. I think
the ball.
I think it's two similar plays. I think it's two similar plays because it was two of those things that happened in two different games, right? Was it one in the Bills versus Broncos, or was they both in Bills versus Broncos? Where it was like an interception where the guy kind of took it out of his hand.
No, I should have got the Devontae. Everybody wants to bring up the Devontae Adams shit.
Right, but he went through
Devontae Adams established himself as a runner. Like he caught the ball and made a move and had feet on the ground and was doing shit. That's the difference everybody just shows the end of the Devontae Adams, not what happened when he caught the ball and all the things he did after that. Watch the game. This is what I keep telling you. Watch the fucking games.
Now I think it's different outcomes. I think it's different with knees and elbows, or especially knees, like because what you're saying. So knees don't matter. You're talking about a knee or elbow giving the player being down. I think that definitely in that situation you're only down by contact, and I don't think and in that you still have to make a football move to be down by contact.
The thing with the Brandon Cooks that makes the knees, elbows, and all that stuff different is that they both went into the air to gain possession of the ball. When
it's
they
basically a fight.
Yeah. So what happens is they're fighting to get to the ground. No one claimed possession of the ball. Okay, let's do this. Okay. You want to I got Shannon Sharp and everybody else saying that it wasn't a catch.
It's people on both sides saying it was a catch, it wasn't a catch.
To me,
it's over with. Like to me, it's over. There's nothing you can do now. There's nothing you can do to reverse it, change it. There's nothing you can do. Whether it was a catch or no catch, it's over now. It was ruled what it was on the floor, and that's it.
All right. Shannon Sharp played for the Broncos. All right, whatever. My computer is tripping again.
I hope we get to come back and talk about Josh Allen later, because I'm about to rip this shit to shreds that he should be even in the MVP
talked about him for
conversation.
51 minutes.
I'm gonna rip. I'm just saying with the fact the fact that you said how high he was in MVP rankings is wild.
No, I don't know if that's just the list. When they announce
the MVP winner and stuff like that, we'll get to that
real quick, Mel. Before you move on, I just want to show that I'm not bullshitting. It's first right there on the list. That's not me. That's him. That's not me. That's not me. That's him.
That shit is garbage.
Once they get all of it together and they announce who won and who was the actual finalist, we'll talk about it and we'll handle that then. Let's get to Indiana. Well, let's deal with the coaches and the hirings of some of these guys real quick. Get some of you opinions on this. First things first. What's his face? Going to John Harbaugh, going to the Giants. How you feel about that, Troy? Because you're the Giants.
Yeah, I wanted to stick around for this one, but after this, I'm gonna bench out. I wanted to say I think it's definitely a good pickup. I think he does bring a winning culture to the team. He knows how to win, meaning he knows how to get to the. I didn't see this. He knows how to get to the playoffs, make a team good, make them compete, hold them accountable, find players and talent to get there. I know it might still be a struggling offensive line because I know Baltimore Ravens struggle with the offensive line. Hopefully he can figure it out over there. I'm sorry.
I said it was not a well-thrown ball, but okay.
I'm hoping he could definitely do some things with Jackson Dart. I'm not saying he's a Lamar type player, but he is a runner, so he can put somewhat of a similar scheme, not the scheme, but a similar scheme in it for him. But the guy can throw it, so I want to definitely see how he develops that young cat. If he comes back, I'm not sure if Russell Wilson is still on a roster. I think.
No, I think he's on a 1-year deal, so he's probably
Jameis Winston is though, isn't he?
They're both on 1-year deal, so one of them will be.
Okay. Hopefully it's Jameis Winston. Because we need some W's to eat. We gotta eat those W's. But no, I definitely like the pickup. I definitely think we get a winning coach. Somebody that's gonna bring a change in culture to those players, that's gonna make them play every day, even if it's fucking squat day, like he said in I talk about watching football. I watched the post-conference, I watched the interview. Even squat day, you got to get up there and play hard. I really do like it. You just still don't know how it's going to work out. We can only speculate how it's going to work out from his 18-year tender with the Ravens. Hopefully he can get us back to the promised land and winning the championship. But as I was saying to somebody else, Cowboys are going down, in my opinion. Somebody has to come up, and it's either going to be the Giants or Washington. And I'm hoping it's us.
Well, I think both teams would be looking up. I like the talent on the Giants. Offensively and defensively. I think they've
running back that we got is going to be nice once he comes back from injury. Dart's going to be nice.
Better. Malik Neighbors will be back. You're going to get a high pick in the draft.
I think we still
add another weapon.
Still got on the offensive line. Still need some defensive pieces, and I think we need a better. I think we need a better number 2, better wide receiver to back up Neighbor.
I know we got Robinson is really.
Yeah, that's what I said. I know we got that young cat out there, but I think if we could get somebody for the low, it could help the receiving core out there for Jackson Dart. Maybe not number 2, but somebody would slot into the 3 or 2 or 3 spot.
Slayton is good. The problem is Malik Neighbors wasn't there.
Yes, and I'm not completely sold on. I just want to look up their receiving core.
Wendell Robinson.
Slayton, I'm not really sold on that Hyatt dude. Jalen, however you say his name.
Gone. He's leaving. He's out of there.
He's leaving? Okay. All right. The Isaiah Hodges.
They're all young. They're all young. So, but they're good.
But they're good. But I do think we could. When I'm looking at this receiver, the fucking wide receiver room, we definitely can make some.
You just don't have names. That's all it is. Like a lot of people just don't know their names.
Yeah, but then we see young players play well too and then fall off. So if we could develop them well, then I'm all for it, right? Because I know the Robinson dude was good. That's the one he was bringing up, but he wound up getting hurt too.
Because didn't Wendell Robinson go for 1,000?
I think so.
I can check for you right now. Yes, he went for 1,014 with 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But that opens it up too because Napier wasn't there. So how is he going to play alongside? Because Napier is going to get number 1 targets.
But he's going to be better because he's a down the field threat. He's going to be better when Neighbors comes back.
But isn't Napier a down the field threat too?
Not really. He's a possession. He's like Odell. He's a guy you want to get the ball in his hands as quickly as possible,
and then let him create the space.
Yeah.
I think y'all benefit from having a really good tight end. If y'all go in this draft and get a really good tight end,
that too. I don't think we had a really good tight end. I think Darren Waller maybe, but he just didn't work out. But I remember last time we had like a really good tight end.
I think that helped the team tremendously.
How do y'all feel about Mike McDaniels turning down 2 head coaching jobs to take the OC job in LA with the Chargers?
Just wish that he would have drove 4 hours west and took the fucking OC job there. Or east, sorry. East.
But I think
with the Raiders.
But I just think you can't turn that. I mean, you got Justin Herbert, you got Omarion Hampton, you got that receiving core with Lad McConkey and Allen and Quinton Johnson. All right, bro. I just think for him, it's too enticing to take that OC job.
Yeah, no, that's true. I feel you. I agree 100%. As a Raider fan,
because think about it. Mike McDaniels with Justin Herbert, because he had 2. Now he got Justin Herbert.
If he can revive the career of Justin Herbert, I have no problem with this.
Well, he didn't. But revive his career. His career is not bad.
I don't. Moo, you've been here and you've heard me say it over and over again. I've said it 2 years on this show that they have been the most fraudulent team in the playoffs over and over again because I don't believe in Justin Herbert. I have said it over and over again.
Yeah, but a lot of it wasn't on him. It was on him, 100%. But that defense, that Jacksonville game was the defense.
Oh, for sure. But
the other game when he threw 3 picks and shit, that was his fault.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's really, to me at this point, it's a 50-50 thing. Right. He lost to Jacksonville and it was a defense's fault. But what about all the other games in the regular season when it was his fault for underperforming when they had their losses?
But they've had pretty good records while he's played.
I'm not saying that he's not a good talent and he can't play football. I'm saying the same thing with Josh Allen. When it's his turn to perform and it's been on the line, he hasn't done it.
No, but you're saying that my thing, because you said revive his career. That's right. That's what I'm pushing back on.
Okay. Well, I don't believe he's that good. Like, I just don't. Like, is he naturally talented? Yes. Does he? I think somebody has to hone his skills and make a scheme around him to make him better. And right now, he hasn't had anybody to do that. And I think Mike McDaniels should be the person.
Well, they had a good plan this year, just that everybody else got hurt. Like the entire offensive line, the top 3 running backs, the receivers was out. It was nasty in LA.
What about last year?
They went 11-6.
Okay, right. And what did they do in the playoffs?
They lost.
Right. That's what it's the same thing with Trevor Lawrence. You're not getting it done when it matters the most.
Okay. I'm not arguing with you about that. You just said, like I said, you were talking about reviving his career. I just don't agree with that part.
I am saying revive his career.
He does have to do more because the expectation of him is high. Yes.
Okay, so maybe I should say he needs to match his expectation because he hasn't been good at doing that.
Yeah, no, he has to match his expectation. That's the thing that we hold against any. Lamar has to do it. Lamar's a 2-time MVP, bro. It's time to win one. Like, it's time. Like, the thing about it is, if we're going, that's the whole point of this show is Josh Allen isn't excluded from this conversation. We can't make excuses for him, but avoid the excuses for everyone else.
But that's my point with Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But like I said, it was just, you said revive his career. I just don't think revive the career is what we're talking about. Mulich. You know how we were called everything but God's children when we said that the Kansas City Chiefs haven't looked good. I mean, offense hasn't looked the same since Eric Bieniemy left.
Undisciplined, kind of all over the place. We sure did. Yeah.
Yeah, we was called a whole bunch of things, nasty things, bad things, things my mother would not be proud of.
Look, my Rams. I'm trying to tell my Rams will be disappointed in the shit.
Yep. Who did the Kansas City Chiefs hire to be the OC this season? Next year?
Just brought back one
Eric Bieniemy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just, just trying to tell y'all don't watch the games, and we watch the games, and we know exactly what we're talking about. And the Kansas City Chiefs realized the exact same thing that we've been trying to tell you. Y'all need Eric Bieniemy. So there's that.
Andy Reid doesn't trust himself as a play caller.
Because Andy Reid wasn't calling the plays when Eric Bieniemy was there. Even though they try to tell you that Andy Reid was calling the plays, he was not.
He was not. It was Eric. And even when Eric left,
see, that's the problem. That's the problem right there, Mel. You don't get the problem, do you?
What?
Sirianni got the same problem.
The problem is you're making sense, and people don't understand that shit because they don't watch the game.
Right. Kareem Hunt will be better when Eric Bieniemy gets back. If they keep,
sure.
that's if they keep Kareem Hunt. That's another thing. Let's get to you know how we said that media loves to create narratives, and if you don't do your research, you can make yourself look like a total idiot, especially if you don't know what you're talking about. This is a prime example of you don't know what you're talking about because you actually don't watch or know sports.
If you put the University of Indiana in the college football playoffs, they're going to be put in a position where they get blown out on national TV by 42 points. The University of Indiana doesn't have any 5 stars on their rosters. Everybody on Curt Cignetti's roster is an underdog. Half of the team are guys that he brought with him from James Madison. Their best wide receiver was a 0-star recruit. Their starting quarterback already played 2 years at Cal, and he was a nobody.
3 weeks later.
If a school like Indiana can put their money together and get a bunch of grown men to play college football and win a national championship, then what does that say about NIL? This is the only year in NCAA history where a school like Indiana could compete for a national championship. Everybody on the University of Indiana is 23, 24, and 25 years old. They've already transferred 2 or 3 times, and now they're putting together this underdog story when they're older than everybody else in the country.
That's what happens when you contradict your own self.
I mean, okay, so let's talk about it a little bit. I want to elaborate on this real quick. You know where else I've heard this story before? I heard it when Villanova won their second national championship, where everybody was seasoned and they were like, they can't do it. And I'm talking about the basketball team. Everybody had 2 or 3 years underneath their belt at that point. The fact of the matter is, experience trumps a lot of things, bro, especially in college. So him saying what he said first was jackassery. I'm just gonna come out and say it. It's jack. You obviously didn't do your homework. You obviously didn't know what the fuck was going on. I mean, y'all did it with Georgia a couple of years ago when they won their first championship of the back-to-back. Y'all didn't think Georgia was gonna do it because they had a lot of transfers and they didn't have a lot of 5-star recruits and this and that. And yeah, but you still gotta watch the games for yourself. And I'm not understanding how you can watch the games and sit there, and because I watched Indiana play. Indiana had a top team all year. What are you watching?
But the thing about it is, NIL and transfer portal are two totally different things.
That too.
Indiana was not in the top 25 when it came to NIL spending. They hit the transfer portal, yes, but the guys that they got weren't top end guys. A lot of guys, like he said, went to James Madison, guys that Cignetti had recruited. But these weren't. Oregon spent more money in NIL than they did, and they beat them. Miami spent more money than them, and they beat them. Every team that they played and beat spent more money in NIL than they did. And this whole notion that, oh, they got 24 and 25-year-old kids. How old is Carson Beck? Isn't he on Miami? Wasn't he the quarterback at Miami? Oregon has a few guys that are in their 5th and 6th year. A lot of teams have what Indiana is doing. The problem is y'all don't like Indiana. That's all. That's it.
It is what it is. I mean, so I'm happy you brought that up. So let's since that's what he said, let's go down the list. The amount of teams in front of Indiana in NIL spending is ridiculous. Like this makes no sense.
Tech was number 2 in NIL
right.
spending. Yeah, no. Carson Beck was in Georgia with Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Like, we can't, like, the transfer portal has made it so that these kids can play a little longer and they're going to be older. It is what it is. Just because they're older doesn't mean that they're good, though. Indiana was a very good and very well coached team. That's a very good coach in Indiana. I don't think a lot of y'all don't understand that or don't really know a lot about Cignetti. He's a very, very good coach. Very good. And I would not be shocked if more kids start to transfer to Indiana because of him. Let's get to we got to the coaches. All right. Championship weekend. We got these games this week, man.
Championship weekend.
So, Jason White. Oh, yeah. Put it like this. Miami had a tight end last year who was in college for 9 years. 9.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker was 27 years old. 27.
That boy 3 years. Hey, that boy 3 years away from his grown man strength, man. What you mean?
Yeah, Tyler Shuck was 25. Like, there's a lot of dudes that are old that are playing or have been playing. All right, so let's get to these games. We got on Sunday, early game, Broncos, Patriots. We know your boy GQ is a Patriot fan, so I know he's ready for this. What you got, man?
Man, I got the Patriots. Bo Nix is not playing. I think if Bo Nix was playing, I'd probably still go with the Patriots. But Bo Nix is not playing, which makes me go with the Patriots. And I feel real bad for the Broncos. They could have had a really good chance to pull off the upset and win this game. And now they got to just kind of look forward to next year. they might not recreate the same magic next year. Who knows? We 9 years he was wow. You know, I feel bad for the Broncos, man. I do think they could have made a run, and I also think the Patriots are really, really good. But I do see the Patriots coming out on this because I don't Moose said Adam back. I don't think the Broncos will have enough without Bo Nix throwing the ball. So I'm taking the Patriots.
I'm gonna be super nasty about this one. Jarrett Stidham gets his revenge on his old team in the playoffs. Gets the big ass upset. Goes into no. They playing in Denver, so Denver got home. They got home field, so they in Mile High. No, wait a minute. No, is it in Denver? Got the 1 seed, right? Let's see.
Let me see. I think Denver has
Denver.
I think Denver had the 1 seed.
Yeah, Denver had the 1 seed. So it's a home game for him against his old team that didn't believe in him. Yeah, I'm gonna go upset on this one. Jarrett Stidham, one game, he turns into prime John Elway.
Absolutely the hell not, but okay.
One game, Jarrett Stidham puts the Broncos on his back, gets them to the Super Bowl. Moolage is on mute. So if you're saying anything.
Y'all know what I think. Shit, it's always fuck the Broncos. I don't like the Patriots either, but it's always fuck the Broncos.
It's always fuck the Broncos, but you know, it's just to be ignorant. Yeah. Here we go. Let's ride. Okay. So now next game. Rams, Seahawks.
I'll start this one off. Before the playoffs started in the NFC, I said
we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out.
Before the playoffs started out in the NFC, I went with the Rams. And I'm just stick with my pick. I'm not saying nothing that the Seahawks can't win. I'm just gonna stick with the team I did originally pick.
That's fine. That's cool.
Just because I am as big of a Matthew Stafford fan as they come. I think Matthew Stafford can beat anybody on any given day, any defense on any given day. Granted, the Seahawks defense is otherworldly as well. But I do think Matthew Stafford can throw the ball and make some plays happen. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I do think I'm going with the Rams because I picked them first, and I think they will win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rams. Matthew Stafford. I got the Rams winning the whole thing.
Me too. That's crazy.
So, because Matthew Stafford deserves it. He deserves this. Matthew Stafford deserves this MVP. Matthew Stafford deserves this Super Bowl he about to get. Because after this Super Bowl, y'all have to change your conversations and put Matthew Stafford in top 5 all-time conversations. Because that's who he is. It's going to be Brady, Peyton, Montana. I don't know who y'all want to put 4.
John Elway.
Matthews, huh?
John
Elway. We'll have that conversation after the Super Bowl. But Matthew Stafford has the number 4. Matthew Stafford gets this Super Bowl. He's number 5. And I'll argue anybody about it. And I want Devontae Adams to get a Super Bowl.
So he's going to be over Drew Brees, over Aaron Rodgers, over Brett Favre.
He's over them now.
Absolutely on Favre. Absolutely.
I don't know. Look, I'm just naming all the players I think people are going to name. So
yeah, he's definitely over Rodgers. Definitely over Brees.
Over Montana?
Not over Montana. Montana's 3.
Okay.
That's what I said. It's Brady, Peyton, Joe.
Yeah, I might put John Elway number 4. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We might have to revisit that. I have to go through my items. I don't want to contradict myself. So we might have to go back and rate these quarterbacks top 10. Matthew Stafford's a Hall of Famer now.
Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer now. He's a Hall of Famer now. I mean, he was the first what was it, like the boom babies of 2010 when they got the big contracts for being the number 1 pick overall or whatever. But he was damn well worth the money. You compare Matthew Stafford numbers to everybody, it's up there.
You got to understand, Calvin Johnson, Triple Crown. No, I mean best season by a wide receiver as far as yardage goes. Matthew Stafford was the quarterback. Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown. Matthew Stafford was his quarterback. Puka Nacua broke the record for most receiving yards by a rookie. Matthew Stafford was the quarterback.
Don't forget, for 5 straight seasons, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods was going crazy too. But
Devontae this year led the league in touchdown.
Yeah, Devontae was going crazy this year. That Matthew Stafford can play with any receiver you give him. That's the whole thing. He's just that good. The problem with a lot of quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford in the past is they have been really, really talented, but they haven't put it together. But Matthew Stafford was really talented, and his success.
Yeah, he was just on a bad team.
Even though it happened more towards the end of his career when he got the success he wanted, you can't blame him for Detroit's bad streak of stuff when he was there in the 2010s. He absolutely balled out.
Who called Matthew Stat? Who called him Stat Padford? Who did that?
Who did that?
Who? I need names. Who did this? Who said this? Huh? You breaking up, Lou? I can't hear you.
Stats don't even correlate. Calling Matt Stafford a stat pattern is crazy.
Oh, Rob Parker. Okay.
Oh God.
There is a reason why Rob Parker is not on a major network right now.
That's my guy. I can't. I'm not. He is crazy. He is crazy. But that's my guy. So, I gotta be careful about what he invited me to his birthday party. I gotta temper my stuff with him. He's a friend of the family.
That's cool. I'm not a Rob Parker hater, but he said some crazy things.
He said some wild shit.
This is one of them.
Yeah, I'm not going to exclude him from his wild takes. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying I can't go there.
Well, I'm not degrading his character. I'm just saying I didn't agree with a lot of stuff he said.
Yeah, that's my guy. So
I liked Rob Parker though. Even when he was on First Take, I did like Rob Parker. He just had some of the craziest freaking takes, and I just be like, I'm not understanding.
Rob Parker's from here, so he's from around. He's from the hood, so we leave him. He says Stafford big numbers come when his team is getting blown out. Not true at all.
We're talking about Matt Stafford, not Dak Prescott.
But if that was the case, that's literally the point that I was making about Josh Allen on how his teams were being down by 20 some odd points, and then all of a sudden he puts on this cape, or that what they this proverbial cape that they want to put on him, and then he ends up winning the game. But the point is like there's nothing to lose at that point. You got everything to gain. So it always comes back full circle.
Mel came on here to spit facts today, and I can't even dispute anything he's saying. It's making me mad because normally I go at him, but we've agreed damn near on everything tonight.
What about Kurt Warner?
Okay, what do you want to know about Kurt Warner? Do you think Kurt Warner's a top 10 QB all time or something? I don't know what it.
Yeah, but y'all don't see the thing about it is it's okay, but do you talk about how he won? Because y'all talk about how Jalen Hurts won. You talk about how these other quarterbacks won. Are we going to talk about how Josh Allen won?
Once he does it, because he ain't won yet.
My favorite song this year: a team fired a winning head coach because of his questionable owner, incredible bad GM who was average, worst talent for a quarterback who was guaranteed to choke. If we're talking about the Bills, I don't think that the Bills GM did a bad job with talent. I honestly believe, one, the offensive coordinator was not the best, and they relied too much on a quarterback that you shouldn't have to. There was too many times this year where they took the ball out of James Cook's hands and put it in Josh Allen's.
I'm confused as to why the GM is getting all of this hate now, when just a few years ago he was getting all of this praise for bringing in Stephon Diggs, and oh, look what he did with the O-line, and oh, look at the defense. The defense is the best passing defense in the league. Now he's getting all of this blame
because of Josh Allen.
I was gonna say, because y'all don't want to blame Josh Allen. Now it's the GM's fault.
Not only is it the GM's fault, Josh Allen got Sean McDermott fired, and Sean McDermott is a really good coach.
And the fact that they are throwing Keon Coleman under the bus is nasty.
It's disgusting work, because what did he do? What did Keon do?
Now, mind you, he's probably the best receiver in the draft from his draft.
Quite literally.
Facts.
I think the only one who had more yards than him this year was Roma Dunze. Maybe. I can't remember. But everybody else that was drafted ahead of him is not. They're having worse seasons than him. But, when you want to paint a narrative, they can do it. I'll tell you that. They can paint a narrative good as shit.
They for sure can, man, because apparently shit, James Cook still ain't shit. The league in rushing 2 years in a row still ain't nothing.
Josh Allen did not. Lamar didn't get Harbaugh fired. They wanted Harbaugh to get rid of the OC and the defensive coordinator, and he said no.
Yeah, not to mention that's been turmoil that's been building for years, because Jim Harbaugh wanted to draft Puka Nacua. The front office didn't want to draft Puka Nacua.
Do y'all keep that same, and not you, not Melo move, but do you keep the same energy with Aaron Rodgers is the reason why Mike Tomlin stepped down? Because Mike Tomlin's a Super Bowl winning coach as well.
Well, shit. Aaron Rodgers is a coach killer. He got Robert Saleh fired.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy, nigga, fired. What the heck? Shit, Mike McCarthy still got fired when that nigga was still in the...
And you know what? The whole Super Bowl winning coach thing, I'm tired of hearing this excuse. He won a Super Bowl in 2012, bro. It's 2026. That is 14 years.
Look, I don't. He didn't get him fired. And another thing that I don't like, and then we'll wrap this up. This notion of, because we're talking about Mike Tomlin right now, and kind of John Harbaugh as well. When they said that, their message has gotten old because they've been there so long. I'm like, first of all, most of the players that they started coaching with aren't the same niggas. So how can the message get old to new people? I don't understand that. It's a very weird thing that they say when they say coaches need to go because they've been somewhere too long and the message can get stale on the players. All the players wasn't there for a whole 19 years. Mike Tomlin was there.
And it's like, what type of message can get stale? I don't understand how a message can get old or stale. It doesn't make any sense.
No, Josh Allen definitely got Sean McDermott fired. That loss is what got Sean McDermott fired.
The owner literally came out and said that in the press conference. That's what it was.
Lamar Jackson played every game Ravens probably made the playoffs. Yeah, but he was hurt. I think he missed like 6 games or some shit.
The Ravens defense knew how to stop a running nose.
I forgot about that. That might be true.
The Ravens defense was some garbage. All right.
Wasn't giving up 70 points a game.
Yeah, they was garbage.
Right? Didn't the Ravens have like 9 defensive starters hurt?
No, that's the cool part about it. Everybody was healthy. These niggas just suck.
No, Patrick Queen and Hamilton, a bunch of niggas was hurt.
Hamilton didn't get hurt until legitimately the last game. He was healthy.
He said he had a motherfucker damn near tore his hamstring off the damn leg.
Like he was. Kyle Hamilton was healthy all season. The only person that they were waiting to get
Lamar
back
had a tummy ache. It's crazy.
Nah, Patrick Queen was out. Kyle Hamilton.
But that's what I'm saying. Those guys didn't start to fall off towards the end of the season. All season, them niggas were relatively healthy, and they were just ass.
Oh no, they were ass in the beginning of the season, no doubt.
Yeah, I want people to know that, like, because a lot of people, I heard that same narrative. Oh, well, they were hurt. They didn't get hurt until the last few games of the season. All season, that defense was healthy. All season, they were fucking trash.
No, Patrick Queen was out after he was like week 5 or week 6, some bullshit like that.
Don't matter. Still,
Kyle Hamilton got hurt later in the season.
Kyle Hamilton got hurt later in the season. Nate Wiggins was healthy all season. Malachi Starks was healthy all season. You're gonna sit here and tell me one person makes a defense? I'm not talking about y'all specific. I'm talking about all the fans who are telling me like, oh, no, nigga, no, we're not doing that, bro. Like, no, them niggas were trash all season. All season, them niggas were garbage. Literally.
Yeah, whoever the other corner was opposite Marlon Humphrey was trash. Wiggins was getting torched.
Because the niggas 155.
Yeah, Wiggins was getting his ass. He was getting cooked. All right. Let's wrap this up. Moolage is on the road. DJ, thank you for coming through. Shout out to everybody in the chat. T3 outcomes. Y'all were going nuts in the chat because this chat long as hell. I can't
even follow all the comments.
Yeah, Nico. I'm just trying to get on there. Everybody in the chat. I'm not getting on you. Everybody in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Y'all held it down today. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Another great football Friday. Let's see the special. You know when DJ come through. We didn't get to argue or nothing today, but we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, man. Y'all know anytime I can pop up inside the huddle, I'm gonna pop up. It's always fun up here. And you know, like I always say, best damn football show on the internet, period. Next week, Friday, y'all know what it is. They're gonna have the championship games. They're gonna break it down for you and more than likely preview the Super Bowl.
We will preview the Super Bowl. We should have all of the award winners by then. MVP and all that other shit, so we can break all that stuff down. Did they do the they did the whole who's going to the Hall of Fame inductees, right?
Yes, we have.
You know how we got to go through that because there's always one or two motherfuckers who shouldn't be on the list, but we're gonna get to it. All right, so with that,
Another fire episode of Inside the Huddle going up all 2026.
Mooley's mad far from, so we couldn't hear. All right, y'all. Peace out. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Everybody listening to a Hot Knee Radio. Everybody in the chat, look, download the app. You can listen to the shows on Hot Knee Radio. All the shows will be on there from Basket to Basket, Gentleman's Talk, Inside the Huddle. We're all there. So, and we're getting to the point where you're going to be able to listen to the old episodes as well. So we're working on that. DJ will be spinning on there real soon, working on that. So if you want to get your music on late night, you hit up DJ Michael B on Hot Knee Radio. All right. Peace.
Yeah, come on, push your button. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Yeah, that's the rapper we done cooked up to play. Inside the huddle where the drip don't fade. Big vibes only when we step on the mic. Breaking down the game while we talking that. Hit follow if you rockin' with the style we bring. 5 stars on deck, let the podcast sing. We slide out smooth like a route run plane. Inside the huddle, too fresh, too mean. Catch y'all next time, same swag, new scene.